Hey, how are you? So, we have bells today. Isn't that awesome? So, I was gonna talk to you today about freedom. And why did I talk about freedom? Why is it so important to understand that you are not free? Because mind works a certain way, right? When you present it with a problem, then it wants to find a solution right away. But if there is no problem, then there's no point of finding any solutions. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. So, when you really understand that you are not free, and I explain that later, you're not free. You really cannot say that you're free, right? So, the mind starts building this potential of resolving this issue because how come am I not free? Like, you want to be free. Every one of us wants to be free, free of all the restrictions. This is our nature to be free. So, the mind really is going to try to get free. And this is really important because this is the potential for growth. This is how you're going to grow. This is how you're going to acquire all the knowledge. This is how you're going to understand things. And this is what's going to motivate you to get up from bed in the morning and try to transform your life into something better. Build something new, acquire new knowledge, and just grow. Okay? So, this is why. I'm gonna share this system. It's called A.W.A.R.E. If you didn't know about it, this is a really cool system. I've learned it many years ago, and I've been using it ever since in any situation. It's nothing fancy. It's just an observation somebody made of how our life works, how it transforms naturally. Like, what's the sequence of decision making, and what's the sequence of transformation? How is it born? Like, what motivates you, and all that stuff. It's really simple. First is letter A.W.A.R.E, right? A stands for acknowledge and accept. So basically, you just acknowledge the situation you're in. For example, in our case, is freedom, right? So you acknowledge I'm not free. Wow, I'm not free. Holy shit! Like, what do I do about it now? So, okay, I am not free, and then you kind of like let it spin around your head a little bit, and you really understand it. And once you really process it, you accept it in a way. Like, okay, I'm not free, so now I have to do something about it, right? So here's the second step. Second step is to wait. Wait. So you gotta wait. You gotta give it time to kind of grow inside. This idea of, wow, I'm not free, like, what do I do? You have to give it a little bit of time to process. You have to let your mind come up with the facts, come up with ideas, come up with solutions, okay? And while you're waiting, your mind's going to bring you some kind of decision that you are going to base your next step on. And the next step is action, okay? So you take action based on what your mind came up with, okay? Next step is repeat. And the next step is end. So, if your action didn't fix the situation, if your situation didn't resolve after the action, which majority of trivial situations just do, but if it's something bigger, something that you want to work on, like something like your freedom per se, this is going to be an ongoing process, and you're going to have to repeat the first steps many times. So what you're going to do is basically you're going to take this knowledge now after the first action, and you're going to come back to the step one, and you're going to acknowledge and accept what happened. Like, okay, I've tried this and I'm still not free. Okay, what do I do now? Basically, what you do is you recapitulate on what you've already learned from the first action, and then acknowledge that this doesn't work also, so I need to come up with something new. So the mind gives you some kind of new decision while you're waiting, and then you make another action. Doesn't matter what it is, but you're gonna learn from it also, and you're gonna come back to the step one again, and you're gonna repeat this whole process as many times as it takes until you get the resolution of the situation, until you become free. Every process in life goes according to the steps. It doesn't matter whether you understand it or realize it, but this is the way it is. This has always been the case. So this is how mind operates. It needs something to resolve, and it resolves it. So follow the steps. Start using this system. You will really need it on your journey, because you're gonna have to repeat a lot of steps. In a way, you're gonna have to learn so many things. You're gonna in your search, you will face many negative emotions, many situations that are gonna teach you a lesson, and you're gonna have to learn from it. And this is the basic steps to work with any situation, with any kind of feeling, negative emotions, anything, really anything. So yeah, use it. Next time I'm gonna talk about suffering. Suffering is a really interesting subject, and we'll talk about that. I'll explain why we suffer, and how not to suffer. So yeah, subscribe if you enjoy my channel. Like it or not like it, but please ask questions. I really like to the point questions, especially if you didn't understand anything. Let me know. I'll try to explain it in a different way. Okay, so see you next time. Peace.